Howdy folks, John Jones here with kandjrefining. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you stopping in. We have box number 10 of the 2021 coin hunt coming up. There's going to be a box of halves. ASF number 1010. ASF box number 10. We're going to be going through these, and as usual, I do the first roll in real time, and then I go through the rest of it in time lapse. I do this specifically for the reason of I don't want to lose your interest. If I did the whole box in real time, it would take hours because I'm looking at every fine little detail and trying to check for those errors. Halves have a little bit more variety going there, so I do pay a little bit more attention to those. It's been a while since we've gotten any silver out of a box of halves, so we're definitely trying for that. Of course, our normal errors and varieties, NIFCs, our other key dates that we want to go for, I'll go through those as we come across them, if we come across them. Also, just a little chit chat during the first roll. So, box number 10 coming up. All right, let's go ahead and open this box up together, shall we? I do like doing the 50-cent pieces more than I do any other coin. I think just because it's a large coin and it's easier for me to see. So therefore, I don't really have to squint. I don't really have to use the loop so much. So far I do see an NIFC right here. I can't tell exactly what year it is. Here's also a 2001 right here. A couple of 1971s. This is a 2000 right there. Not quite what we're after, but let me go ahead and I'm going to turn this way, and I'm going to pull them out and I'm going to set them up here. Stay tuned. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here with roll number 1. Sorry about the camera angle here. My stand that I usually have up here is broken, so it is no longer usable. It actually snapped in half. Let's go ahead and lay these guys down. So starting off in here, you know, I did see a lot of these guys, these 1974s, and 74, knowing that it has a couple of double die variety. The one we continuously see is the Philly, and that guy is, well, I don't need it. Lots of other early 80s in here also I'm seeing as far as the enders go. We did see a few of the NIFC 2001 and up. We did see a few of those as enders, and I do actually have a new book started for NIFC coins only, which is going to be good. Always checking these 1971s. There was a planchet error where you ended up getting a silver planchet 1971, but it's going to look like all other silvers. It will not have the copper. And if you'd like to go ahead and weigh the ones that you have any question about, 1971 should come, if it comes back as a silver, I do believe it's 11.5 grams on the silver planchet. And as crazy as I am about the bicentennial quarters, I do not keep bicentennial halves. I'm not sure why. They just don't strike me the same. Okay. Also those 1972s, the missing initial is what you want to look for. Quite a few 1971s in the starting roll here. I actually ended up buying 5, no, actually it was 8, I'm sorry. 8 1971. Oh, and the big deal about that is the fact that the auction was labeled as silver $half, and the only pictures of the coin were the obverse and the reverse. There was no edgewise coin, and unfortunately I ended up spending about $60. I won the bid with a $60 bid on it. I won the auction with a $60 bid, I should say. I'm trying to look for words. And I had gotten the coins, and every one of them were copper-clad coins. And I got on an email real quick and emailed the guy who sold me the coins, and he wouldn't respond. So I got a hold of eBay. I'm actually going to open another roll. I had gotten a hold of eBay and explained to them that I had won the auction on these 8 coins that were advertised as silver $half. And I even actually, I emailed the guy who was doing the auction. I emailed him. It was probably about 2 days before the end of the auction was over, before the auction ended. And I asked him, I said, are those actual silver? And he emailed me back. He took almost a day and a half and emailed me back and said, yeah, they're silver halves. And I asked him, I said, hey, have you weighed them yet? And he goes, yeah. And everything was like real short answer, and I should have picked up on it, but I was excited that maybe, just maybe, you know, this was, I'm the only one asking these questions, and everybody else that's bidding on this isn't actually, you know, up to speed and, you know, type thing. But all real short answers. And he says, I said, have you weighed them? And he said, yeah. And I was like, okay, you know, well, what was the weight? And he goes, the normal weight for a silver $half. I'm like, dude, I really, okay, I don't want to ask any more questions, and I kind of want to take the chance. So I went ahead and I bid the $60, and I think, no, I bid $65, I believe, and somebody had like tried to be slick and bid it up to $60.01, and I ended up winning it. And so now I have 8 1971. And also, this is the thing too, these things are they were uncirculated, all 8 of them. You know, they were beautiful. They weren't cleaned. You could definitely tell that they weren't clean. They were just beautiful, nice satin 1971, and they looked silver, as a silver coin would. But I got my buddy to do XRF on them, and you know, come back. You know, yeah, they're clad. They're definitely clad. And I only had him do XRF on them was just for proof of the coin not being silver as advertised. And I sent all this to eBay, and I got an answer back from eBay. It was actually like, shoot, almost 3 days later, saying that they see no issue in the ad and the sale is final. And I'm saying, you really, you don't see an issue? Because I explained to you that I asked the guy, you know, if they were actually silver. He said yes. I have XRF proof saying that's wrong, that's false. And you know, I have all this stuff that I sent to you, all this documentation that I sent to you, and you're denying the fact that this person just basically scammed me and they're going to get away with it. And I'm probably not the only one, because he was pretty clear and very short and not very explanatory whenever I ask questions. So, yeah, just be careful. I guess that's a long story short. Be careful when you buy stuff. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got a 1972. Let's look for that FG. It's there. I don't see anything else out of portion there. But we did end up with a beautiful 2018 NIFC half. A little bit of alcohol will get that off, and it doesn't actually mess up the coin at all. You don't soak it in alcohol, you just wipe it down with a cotton ball. So, nice. NIFC 2018. That is awesome. Another 71. Another really nice edge on this one. Doesn't look to be circulated very much. And of course, the bicentennials. I think I probably don't keep them because every other one's a bicentennial. Whenever I'm going through quarters, I'll get, you know, I would say on average maybe about 5 bicentennial quarters out of a box of $500 box. And I hoard them, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. They're so common, or almost as common as these, but you know, it's all good. 1972, and it does have FG. You know, I'd really love to get some proofs out of here. I love 50-cent proofs. They're awesome. It's a nice size coin. It just, you know, puts all its detail out there already as a coin as it is. But whenever it's a proof, it's just, everything's accentuated. It's very pretty. And I like it. What do we have here? We got somebody trying to spoon this 50-cent piece? No? 1972 FU. But yeah, the proofs as far as a 50-cent piece goes, it just, man, you get a big coin and it's got all the detail there and it's all real sharp and pretty. Another 1971. All right, 1977 Denver, and it is not a silver clad. This is also the same as the 1971. Both can come in a silver planchet, and both would be 11.5 grams. Give or take some, you know. 1974 also. This is a 1971. 11.5 grams on the silver planchet, 1971, 74, and the 77. Sorry, just looking at this coin. 71, 74, and 77. 11.5 grams. You know, of course, if it's worn down from here, you know, you're missing probably 0.2 of a gram. The reading. And so I've rambled into the third roll. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this roll up. Give you guys a break from me just jaw jacking over here. And roll into time lapse and give you guys a break. The cool thing about NIFC coins is there's a good chance that you could end up with the silver half. It's not a bad looking 96 Philadelphia. Not exactly a choice coin, but it wasn't a bad looking coin. So that's the third roll, all complete, no proofs, but we did get a coin out of a mint set, 2018. Not as good as the one that Trent B found a few weeks back, but hey, you know what? I found one today. Alright, so we're going to carry on with roll number 4, and I'll bring you guys in if we find anything interesting. Otherwise, this whole box is going to go on time lapse. I'll be setting the coins out here as I go through anything that's neat and anything that's not exactly interesting enough to stop the filming for. I'll just lay them out here and we'll go over it on a wrap up. Stay tuned. Alright. First find of the box is going to be roll number 10. We have a 1996 San Francisco proof. It does appear to be a decameo, but it is worn a little bit. Not a bad looking coin though. And it's our first proof out of the box. So let's keep going. Well, that's the end of box number 10. We actually did get some pretty nice coins out of there. We ended up getting the 1996 San Francisco Deep Cameo Proof. Pretty nice coin, really. So after I soaked it in some mild detergent and some hot water, I rinsed it off with some more hot water, and then I blew it off with the air compressor. And it seemed that the very first shot of the coin that we got during the video, it showed that the coin was actually kind of maybe worn out pretty bad. So, or well, not pretty bad, but worn out some. After we soaked it and blew it off, it actually turned out to be a pretty nice coin, really. So I called it about uncirculated. Some may argue with me on that one. The coin itself really didn't have a whole lot of blemishes or anything going wrong with it, so I went ahead and called it AU. But very nice coin, very nice coin, very nice reverse. So out of those, we also picked up the 2018, which the marker that was on there, the Sharpie that somebody had marked on it with, came off quite nicely. And all I did was take some isopropyl alcohol and a cotton ball and just dab it on there and let it sit for a second, and then rinse it off underneath hot water. So it actually cleaned up rather nicely. And for all you who are wondering why is he handling that with his bare hands, well, you know, this is a circulated coin, as well as my hands are clean. And I just washed my hands with dishwashing detergent, so it removes all the oils and stuff like that. And I don't really handle it for an extended amount of time after washing my hands, but immediately after washing my hands is fine. So 2018, and this actually turned out to be a really nice coin. Not much blemishes on there. We also ended up getting the 2015 NIFC also, which nothing was wrong with it. It wasn't marked or anything, but we ended up getting it, and it is Philadelphia. So not bad at all. I actually pulled aside 3 2001s to compare to the book, which I'm going to end up throwing all of those back. We do already have a 2001 that was around about uncirculated to uncirculated that we gotten about a year ago or so. So coming up, box 11 is going to be a box of quarters. We'll have that underway rather quickly. I plan on doing that either this evening or in the morning tomorrow. So stay tuned and find out what we get in box number 11. We're hoping for silver. Silver seems to be a little bit scarce right now. So, you know, but we're still trying, and hopefully we succeed. And thank you very much for spending time with us today, checking out our channel, watching our videos, taking the time to go through the boxes with us. Our excursions, we're always out there doing something. So this is a rather busy channel. We have a lot of boxes of coins coming up. Go ahead and click subscribe, ring the little bell, give us a like, drop a comment. You will also be entered in the drawing for 4 different prizes. And as always, thanks for dropping in. And until next time, kandjrefining.